And hello to tonight. Oh, hello. Hello. Welcome to tonight's stream, everybody. Um, Probably going to take a few minutes for people to pop in here live. But welcome to this is a special stream. This is a channel update and just some basic general chat. I'm going to start with just some updates on what's going on with the channel. I've kind of alluded to what I'm doing coming up here for the month of June. I've kind of, if you've watched some of my recent live streams, I may have hinted to what's going on. But here I find again another, some more changes coming to the channel for June and beyond. So let's start with, let me just talk about all of my, first of all, welcome in to Tina McNeil, welcome in, and hello, and to Chuck. Hello also, and he said hi back already. So yes. So today is, I don't normally say the date, but today is May the 30th. It is Tuesday, May the 30th of 2023. Normally on Tuesdays, I've been going live on most Tuesdays for the last month or so. I've been going live to talk about Disney news, Newsflash Disney, in other words. It's a Newsflash Disney has been a stream that I love the name Newsflash Disney, and I'm trying to make it work as an individual stream. Trying to do other things with the channel also, other, shows, and just not, it's not that it's not working, it's just I'm not feeling it. And or I've got too many ideas, too many great ideas to have all the streams each week that I want to have. And so that's what Drumsticks After Dark, which is the stream that I do on Sunday nights, is really going to be for. It's really going to be that all-encompassing show. And Newsflash Disney is going to be, where's my banner? So let's see, what did I have? For Newsflash Disney, as far as Newsflash Disney will be integrated into Drumsticks After Dark. It will be a segment that I will do during the first 15 to 20-ish minutes of the stream every Sunday night. Drumsticks After Dark is Sunday nights at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, usually. And so Newsflash Disney I will be covering the big topics, 3 or 4 headlines from the week, outside of merch and food. That's going to be reserved for Instagram. And if you don't already follow at Newsflash Disney, I didn't do that right on the banner. Hold on one second. Let me show you. Oops, nope, it's not the right one. Okay. Okay. So follow. I think I just deleted. I think I just deleted what I wanted to. Anyway, let me show this one. So it's at Newsflash Disney on Instagram. Done a couple posts about it. So coming up in June, I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be posting updates on there. Let me come back to the comments. Hello, Mary, and hello, Keith, BDF. Hello, hello. Welcome in. So, what I'm going to be doing is doing updates. And I'm probably going to start with some updates just on my main Instagram, just to let people kind of know and see what, to kind of get some, promotion over to Newsflash Disney. But at Newsflash Disney, all one word, Newsflash Disney on Instagram is going to be the account that I will be doing some specific Disney news. If there's merch interesting merch that comes out, interesting food, big food news, urgent updates and stuff, I'll be doing that on Instagram. I feel like this is going to be a little easier, a little more short term, a little more like updates, minute to minute updates, or as it happens. I can pop on there and just do a live stream. YouTube seems like a little more formal, a little more plan. You need to plan it. Hello, Jennifer Caruso. Welcome in. So that's gonna be that'll start in June. Let me go to the next banner that I have. My channel is going to be taking a sabbatical from, sure I got the date right. Okay. Channel sabbatical is going to be June the 2nd, which is Friday, through the 17th. That 15, little more than 2-week period, I will be not doing streams. I will not be going live. I will not be posting anything. During that time, I'm going on vacation. It'll also be 1 week I'll be on vacation, 1 week I'll be home, but I'm just gonna rest and just not go live and just kind of take a little bit away from the channel. However, there is an exception during that time frame. I will be going live on June 14th from Epcot. And I do have the stream set up already. It's going to be at, I think I have it set for 11 in the morning Eastern time. And so that is the exception to my sabbatical. Otherwise, starting Friday, I'm going to be on a sabbatical. Now, I didn't make a banner for, let me come back to comments. I see that there's some comments popping in here. Yes, a social media break, exactly. You might still see some things from me on Instagram. I mean, let's just face it. I may have a few moments if I see some funny. I might be I am hopelessly in on you'll see some funny posts, and everyone enjoys my funny posts, my little memes and my things. I may do some Instagram live. Depends on where I'm visiting. If it's gonna have Wi-Fi signal, there may be some opportunity to do some Instagram lives from like hiking where I'm going, and I'm not gonna for security and everything. I'm not gonna say where I'm traveling to, but there going to be opportunity for maybe some nature hikes where we're going to be at, and so if I can, sneak away to do, a solo little nature walk, then I will. I'm not promising anything, but I'll try to get some shorts of maybe some scenery, and you'll hear all about the trip after. So my first official stream back, will be Drumsticks After Dark on Sunday, the 18th of June. That will be back, and then at that point, my 2 weekly live streams will be Drumsticks After Dark on Sundays at 10 p.m. and Once Upon a Turkey Leg on Thursdays at 9. So anyway, before I start my sabbatical, tomorrow I will be live at Animal Kingdom for an hour-ish, 1.5 hours, just walking around, enjoying some relaxing scenery. I think that stream is at 11 also. 11, look for a notification. And then, of course, Thursday, I will be live for the final installment of May the Turkey Legs Be With You. It's my Star Wars themed series that I was doing all through May. And yes, next Thursday is going to be June the 1st. But anyway, I still have Star Wars stories to read, so I'm going to read them. And actually, the 3 stories that I have to read Thursday are all new stories that I have acquired over the last week or month or so to add into the the mix of stories. So I'm excited to read those on Thursday night. So that's pretty much it. Once again, let me put this here. So I will not be live anymore on Tuesdays. Wah, wah. Instead, my Newsflash Disney will be some lives here and there, postings on putting this into the chat at Newsflash Disney on Instagram. I think I've got a pinned post that has that account tagged in it. That would be easy to go to on my main Instagram. But that's going to be my avenue for kind of sharing, doing a lot of the Disney news updates going forward, even like while I'm gone, if there's something breaks and I happen to notice it. But that's basically it. I'm going on sabbatical for the first half of June. Second half of June, it's going to be 2 live streams. Disney news stuff will be more Instagram based. But I will talk about, I'll cherry pick a few handful of items for Drumsticks After Dark at the beginning, and then we'll go into just other chat and maybe special guests, trivia, games, whatever after that on Sundays. So hopefully that was clear. Hopefully I said what I'm doing pretty clear. I'm also considering, this is another piece on the chessboard. I'm trying to work out if I'm going to be able to do this. I'm trying to relaunch possibly maybe in August or September, my podcast, which is the Dean Report, talking about, kind of separate from Disney, and kind of maybe delving in more serious topics, talking about maybe I don't want to say controversial, but more serious, deep topics. It also might just be more inspirational in nature. So I am considering that. I'll be announcing if I decide to relaunch that, but that may come in the fall. So anyway, that is the channel update portion of tonight's stream. I do want to thank, I've gotten a couple more subscribers in the last couple of weeks, so welcome to the channel if you're one of my newer subscribers. Also, thank you to everybody. Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you to everyone who subscribes, everyone in the chat, everyone watching on the replay. If you're watching and you are not subscribed, thank you. I would invite you to subscribe. I am live from home. I've just talked about what's going to be my schedule going forward. Live starting in June, I'll be live a couple times a week. Live at Disney when I can get down there. Also, taking the summer off of going to Disney because of the heat and because of the crowds. So after I'm live from Epcot in June on the 14th, I'm not going to be probably getting down to the parks until maybe sometime in August or September. Probably at least, once schools start getting back in and crowds start to, I start seeing that crowds are slower at Disney. Because, but mainly because of the heat. I can't do heat. The heat is, the heat's going to be there tomorrow at Animal Kingdom. I know it is. It's Florida. So, but yeah. Yeah, so that's the channel update. If there are any questions, if I wasn't clear, you can put those in the chat, but I want to move on. And I'll answer those if you need to know something. I did want to talk a little bit about yeah, it's Florida, Tina, it is Florida. I wanted to talk about, this was kind of a newsflash Disney item that I probably would have talked about had I been doing the stream. The live action Little Mermaid, The Little Mermaid, came out in theaters over the weekend, and from what I've seen, the movie itself is doing really well. I think it's I think it's isn't even number one. I think it seems to be doing really well. I think it's a little weird that Disney it made a meet and greet with the live action iteration of Ariel when they haven't done that with any other live action remake. I feel like they're doing a little bit more to promote this live action, which is interesting. And I'm not against that. I'm not against the live actions doing well if they actually do well. But anyway, I'm interested to see, did anyone in the chat happen to go see The Little Mermaid, this new Little Mermaid. I'm waiting until it comes to Disney Plus. Just because Disney doesn't have a great track record with the live action movies. And I've got an article up here to actually kind of go over, um, the all the ones that they've made. So far. But I'm gonna wait. I'm waiting until Disney Plus because I'm curious to see what they came up with. The clips that I've seen, it looks like your average Disney live remake. And I don't know that that opinion of mine would really change if I saw it. When I see it, it'll just kind of be oh, your son works for AMC, so you go. So Jennifer, do you get like free or discounted tickets? That's one factor. That honestly is one factor. The price. The price is like one really significant factor to why I don't go see it in the theaters. Just because so you will see it. Okay, Jennifer. So you'll go see it this weekend. So, and that is, I have gone, and I have, gone to movies, when I've, have been given, we have a Regal Cinema near us, really close. So, I've gotten for like Christmas, birthdays, a gift card, Regal Cinema gift card, or for the Fandango. Um, all free movies and discounted popcorn. That is okay. So see, yeah, that's the cost is a one factor. The other factor is in seeing movies in theaters as a general. This is just generally speaking. I haven't really enjoyed the experience. There have been a few movies that I've gone to that I actually enjoyed the viewing. Star Wars: The Last Jedi. When I saw it, um, I was actually the only person in the theater. I went during the week. It was during the school year. It was during the week. It was like midday. And it was great. I was the only person in the theater. I like sat, in the middle, the row, and not one person came in there, besides myself, and I had my free private viewing. So, um, you know, anyway, all that to say, I am gonna wait till Disney Plus to watch this movie. And the other movie that came out recently that I'm going to be waiting for a streaming service is the Super Mario movie. It's gotten a lot of great reviews, a lot of um, done really well in the box office. So I'm looking forward to seeing that when it becomes available. And actually, I think I saw something today or yesterday that it is actually available on some places. But anyway, let's go back to the Disney live actions. Hey, the Hitchhiking Bones, Dawn. Yes, I am waiting for Disney Plus for The Little Mermaid. And Jennifer says, I like watching from home too, but some movies are just meant for the theater, I guess. Yeah, that is true. That is true. But I just, when if I don't have if I don't have what am I saying? I guess the money, it's all money talks, money talks. If I don't have the money, if I'm not, it's an expense that I would rather not do personally. I know everyone's got their preferences, what they will and won't go see, or whether they'll wait. But like if a Star Wars movie came out in the theater, I would likely want to go. I know the Return of the Jedi came out for a short period a couple of weeks ago for the 40th. And I wanted to go see that, and I just never got around to it. And I think it's passed. I'd have to look that up, but I think it passed its limited run. It was a very limited run, and I think it did really well. Really do think it did really well. Tina Mino says, I haven't seen Cinderella yet. I don't know if I will ever get around to it. Do you mean the live action Cinderella, Tina? Because I do have a kind of a sad but true nugget on that. But let me go into the list, and let me just go down the list of all of Disney's live action remakes. This article is from RottenTomatoes.com. It's a site that rates all the movies when they come out. It gives them a percentage, a rating. I don't use it a lot. I just needed a list of all their movies, and apparently there's a lot. So let's see here. So Disney started doing live action remakes back in I think it was the 90s. And they did the 101 Dalmatians way back then, and then they started doing other titles. And bear with me, I think I've got my I think I'm getting allergy problems with my eyes. So anyway, the first movie, which according to Rotten Tomatoes is the #1 of the live actions, and it is The Jungle Book, released in 2016. The live action Jungle Book. So personally, I enjoyed The Jungle Book. The classic Jungle Book is one of my, it's probably right towards the top of my favorite Disney classics. And I did enjoy it a lot. Out of 10, which would be my rating out of 10 on the Jungle Book, is probably a 7 or an 8. So we'll maybe go with a 7.5 for the Jungle Book. Number 2, which is very surprising, is the Pete's Dragon. I don't know if anyone, it was Pete's Dragon came out in 2016. Oh, by the way, the Jungle Book came out in 2016. And Pete's Dragon, the live action remake, was... Okay, Pete's Dragon, I wasn't thrilled. I wasn't necessarily... It didn't really do a lot for me. So Pete's Dragon, I actually would give it a 5, I want to say 5 or 6 out of 10. It it just didn't have the same magic that the original Pete's Dragon had. The music wasn't different. But that's typical of the live actions. They just don't have the same magic. They tend to they're a little darker in nature. They kind of introduce backstories, and in doing that, there's kind of a darker tone to the story. Number 3 is the live action Cinderella. Cinderella, I enjoyed it. It's been so long though. I don't know if I want to actually give this a rating. I think I enjoyed it. I'm going to give it, in good faith, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10 because it's been so long. This came out in 2015, and I really need to watch it again. This is where that note comes in for you, for people who have not seen it. The problem is Disney Plus, at least here in the US, does not have the live action Cinderella on it. For some reason, Disney, I don't know if there's a contract still going on somewhere, but the live action Cinderella is not available on Disney Plus to watch. So Disney needs to get with it. Hey Tim, Tennessee Bear, welcome in. Happy Tuesday. Number 4 on the list is another. This is another. I kind of forgotten about this one. This came back out in 1994. This was another live, The Jungle Book, and it wasn't as popular. This is kind of a different interpretation of the movie of The Jungle Book. And it got 80% on Rotten Tomatoes platform. And this was done by Disney in the 90s. Number 5 is Cruella. Came out in 2021. Is Cruella. If I didn't say that, Cruella. Cruella is, now since they already did 101 Dalmatians live, they went with the villain backstory, and so Cruella came out. I actually watched that. I did. By the way, I did not watch that other Jungle Book version that I just mentioned. But Cruella, I did see. I enjoyed it. I'm going to say a 7 out of 10 for Cruella. I don't know that I would watch it again, but it was a good watch. So number 6 on this list is the live Mulan. Came out in 2020. And I never actually saw the live Mulan. So I actually can't give that a rating. I know it got a lot of mixed reviews. Mixed meaning most of the reviews I saw were, not negative. I don't know if I'm just reading the wrong sources, but the live Mulan, I'd still kind of like to watch it just so I can say that I saw it. But I know that didn't seem to do too well, according to what I saw. Number 7 on the list is a remake. It is Christopher Robin. Christopher Robin, of course, is the talks about Christopher. It introduces us to Christopher Robin as an adult living in London. He's got a daughter, he's got a job, he's got a wife. And he's kind of lost his way in a manner of speaking, and he finds his way back to he reconnects with the gang, in the 100 Acre Wood, and Christopher Robin is a movie that I could watch many times, and so I'm gonna give that I honestly would give that a 10 out of 10. And yes, love Christopher Robin. It does star Ewan McGregor, who is Obi-Wan Kenobi in Star Wars, which I think that helped. But who doesn't love Pooh Bear? Who doesn't love Pooh Bear? So it's a 10 out of 10 for Christopher Robin. Next, we have 2017's Beauty and the Beast. Is number 8 on this list. Okay, Beauty and the Beast is one of those that did better in my mind. I'm going to say probably an 8.5. Let's say 8.5 out of 10. But again, it's been a couple years since I've seen that. It's been a couple years. Been a couple years. Coming in at number 9 is, of course, the brand new Little Mermaid, and I've not seen it, so I can't give it a rating. But again, from the reviews, from how it's doing in the box office, I am cautiously optimistic. Cautiously optimistic. The next one that came out is recent, and it came out to Disney Plus a few weeks ago, is the Peter Pan and Wendy. It's coming in number 10 on the list here. Peter Pan and Wendy kind of more average. I'm gonna say like maybe a 7, maybe a 6.5. It depends on the day. It's honestly it did fairly well with retelling the story with okay, Tim. Have a great evening. Enjoy dinner. Great to have you in here for a few moments. Have a great night. So Peter Pan and Wendy, if you've not seen it yet and you want to, I'm gonna say check it out. I'm not gonna they did things, not to get controversial, but they are kind of doing things with their productions that maybe are unnecessary in films, but it's a remake. It is a remake, which I know is obvious to say, but they're they brought Wendy, and this wasn't necessarily a bad thing necessarily, but they gave Wendy a little stronger character, if you will. From the title, obviously Peter Pan and Wendy. What else? Backstory. There's the backstory worked in there that we see some history with Peter Pan that adds, again, that darker twist to the story. I have to watch it again, honestly. I only watched it once, but I wouldn't mind watching it again just to kind of see, if I notice anything else. But again, if you have not seen Peter Pan and Wendy and you were interested in doing it, I would say give it a shot. It's a decent. It's at least decent. It's a decent watch to check it out. That would be what I say. Number 11 is one that I actually never watched. It came straight to Disney Plus. Again, this was the live Lady and the Tramp. And so being that I never saw this, I cannot comment on it. But it comes in at number 11 on the Rotten Tomatoes list. Coming in at number 12 is the live Aladdin. Did a little better in my book. I'd probably give it a 7, 6 or so. Well, let's go with 7 for Aladdin. But again, it's just been a while since I've seen these, so I would have to go through and like rewatch some of these older ones, just because it's been so long. But yeah, I would honestly give a 7 for Aladdin. Maleficent came out in 2014, comes in number. Oops, I hit the back button. Come back to the article phone. Ay, Dios mío. Okay, Maleficent. So Maleficent is, of course, the villain in Sleeping Beauty, and this kind of goes into her backstory, how she became who we. It's kind of a backstory, as well as and again, it's been a while since I've seen this. It kind of gives Maleficent's perspective on the. It gives backstory, and it also retells the Sleeping Beauty story, and it gives that backstory and everything. And I thought it was a decent movie. If I remember right, I probably a 7.5 for Maleficent. All right. Here we go. Now, coming in number 14 is The Lion King. The Lion King, I wanted to like. I started watching it. So overall, no good. Probably a 4 or a 5. Maybe let's go with 4.5 out of 10 for The Lion King. I couldn't get into it. I could not enjoy it. I did like the opening sequence, the Circle of Life, that interpretation, how that translated to the screen. I enjoyed that. But after that, the movie just went off a cliff into the wildebeest, if you will. And I don't know what it is with the movie. If it was the music. I think, honestly, they added a song in there from a particular artist. I won't say names. And I think that, honestly, it made the movie less than it was. If you know what I'm talking about, what I'm referring to, kind of. I don't think that needed to be in there. It was just weird. But moving on. So this is one I actually forgot about until I saw this list. Coming in at number 15 was 2010's Alice in Wonderland. This is actually, I went to see this in the theater. This was Tim Burton's made this, Alice in Wonderland, and Johnny Depp played the Mad Hatter. And I think I liked this one. I'm not going to give it a number, though, because I would probably have to go and rewatch this. But Alice in Wonderland, and they also did a sequel to that, Through the Looking Glass, which I never saw. It was a little creepy, but then again, it's Tim Burton. But yes, Tina. But again, I still want to go watch it again, just because. So there's another one that I didn't actually see. Coming in at 2016 is 2019's number 16 on the Rotten Tomato list is 2019's Dumbo live version, which I've heard from everyone, that it was a flop and it was not did not, do well. I think I watched actually I think I watched like the first 5 minutes, and then I don't know if it was the movie itself at that point. Um, but I mean, I love the classic Dumbo, and this is another Tim Burton flick, so that's one I would like to watch it. So if you saw the live Dumbo and hated it, don't hate me too much because I want to check it out. Jennifer says never liked the original Alice in Wonderland and not sure why. Well, it's weird, Jennifer, and that's the point. It's a weird movie. It's got all kinds of wacky creatures and characters. The music is fun. I mean, who doesn't like, a little mad, unbirthday song? That the music's fun, but it's a weird it's a weird movie. That's probably why um you didn't like it, Jennifer. That's my guess, because it's weird. Um so Don says live action Dumbo was awful, swing and miss. Yeah, that's what I've heard. That's what I've heard, Don. And that's what I've heard. Now, number 17, I don't know why this came in so low, but it is the 1996 101 Dalmatians, which I enjoyed a lot. I'm gonna go ahead and give it an 8 out of 10. Of course, it features Glenn Close as Cruella de Vil. I thought it was a great interpretation of the classic. Of course, they went on to do a sequel of it for 102 Dalmatians, which I did see, and I think I'd have to rewatch it because I don't remember how I felt about the sequel. But yeah, I'd give an 8 out of 10 for the live 101 Dalmatians. Oh, coming in number 18 on this list is the sequel to Maleficent. Maleficent, Mistress of Evil came out in 2019. Did I see this? I might not have seen this. I feel like I did. I may have to watch it just to make sure, but I don't think I saw it. No, I did see it. Did I? I'm going to have to watch it to make sure. So I'm not going to give a number on there. And then, of course, we got number 19 on this list is the 102 Dalmatians. I will have to rewatch that because I don't know how I feel about it. Coming in number 20 is 2022's Pinocchio. Pinocchio is one I'm going to give this probably a 7.5 out of 10. Well, let me give it an 8. I actually enjoyed it very much. I didn't think the Blue Fairy showed up enough in this movie. They kind of add an extra character, and she kind of does the part where Pinocchio's with Geppetto. She kind of takes the place of the Blue Fairy in a way to kind of help him get free, if I remember right. But they just things added. But Tom Hanks plays Geppetto. Or did I say Geppetto? When Pinocchio was with Stromboli. That's what I meant. So the part where Pinocchio is captured by Stromboli, and that part where the in the original classic, the blue fairy comes and um, helps Pinocchio, talks to Pinocchio, the long, the nose and the birds and all that, and the classic, and hey Russ, spoilers, no spoilers. This has been out for since last year. But great to see you, Russ. But yeah. But yeah, so 7.5, maybe 8 for Pinocchio out of 10. Number 21 on this list is Alice Through the Looking Glass, which is the sequel to the Alice in Wonderland. And I never saw that. So I cannot give a rating. So anyway, that's a list. That's kind of a list of all the Rotten Tomatoes. Let me do something. Give me a second. I will actually put this in the comments, the link to the article. If you want to read that after the stream, I will put that in the comment section below, not in the description. I'll just put it in the comments so you can look at that list and see what you watched and what you didn't. And Russ said I liked Through the Looking Glass better than the first one. Interesting. I want to watch it. I need to watch the first one again. I think I just need to watch all of those again, most of those. But anyway. So that's gonna do it for tonight's stream. Thank you all. Back during the first 15 or so minutes, I did go through my channel update, what's going to be going on with the channel. That is back towards the early part of the stream. Again, tomorrow I'm going to be live from Animal Kingdom around 11 in the morning. So look for that notification. I do have the stream set up. Thursday night is going to be the final chapter / installment for May the Turkey Legs Be With You, Star Wars Stories, the little golden books. Looking forward to reading those. And then after that, I will be on sabbatical for about 2 weeks. So I know, Russ, but I actually got some turkey legs from Walmart. So I'm going to be I'll be able to have a turkey leg on Thursday. Because I had one yesterday and I'll have it Thursday. So I'm going to spread my wings tomorrow. I'm going to find something else to I'm not taking my own turkey leg to Animal Kingdom. It's kind of messy to transport. I have no way to warm it up when I'm there, although it's hot enough, honestly. But yeah, no, I'm gonna I'll just find something else to eat at Animal Kingdom. Dare I say it? There's probably something else that I will find interesting. I do want what I've never eaten is the place in Pandora. the place you eat, the place in Pandora. That I think I may try finding something there, and I'm forgetting what it's called. Satu'li Canteen. So let me just take a minute. Russ or anyone else, do you have any recommendations on what to get to try as a first timer at Satu'li Canteen? I have heard about the barbecue from Flame Tree, but it's kind of, I'm interested to know. Got to look up, what they have. The cheeseburger bayo buns. Okay, so that's a recommendation from Tina. The cheeseburger bayo buns. I have heard of those, and they do sound really good. Russ says get the combo bowl, beef, chicken, and then you pick your base and sauce. Okay. Notes. Why am I putting notes in a book I'm just going to lose? I'll write them down anyway. Okay, let's see. Combo bowl. We're going to write down the cheeseburger, bayo buns, then we're doing combo bowl. I see Jennifer recommends the combo bowls also. Thank you. Bowls. Let me write down what Russ said. Beef, chicken. I'm gonna look this up on the app after the stream is over. Chicken plus sauce. Oh, base and sauce and base. We'll do that way. Sauce and base. So that sounds like what I'm gonna get. I'll look at the menu, what they have on the menu tonight. I'll look it up and see and make a decision, and then tomorrow that'll be my turkey leg. Instead of a turkey leg, that'll be it. So anyway, again, thank you everyone for watching, for your support of the channel. Obviously, I wouldn't have any. Oh, when I mobile order, okay, that'll be helpful. That'll actually be helpful to mobile order. Let me write that down. Mobile order. And then you recommends the blue cheesecake. Blue cheesecake. And this is mobile order. Mobile order. This is at Satu'li. I forgot how to spell it. Satu'li can. Put it in the chat up above. Let me see. Satu'li. Oh, I misspelled it. Oh well, I know what I meant. Anyway, thank you again for. I know, Russ. We need to meet up. I want to meet up with. I've got a list of people I need to meet up. Russ, I know we've met up before, with other people, but it'd be great to just meet up, to hang out in the park. I know you like to do that too. Just kind of enjoy the ambiance and relax in the park. But definitely we'll do that someday. Jennifer, I know I've tried a couple times to get there and meet up with you. Tina, yeah, I know we've met up, and you you're up north, so That's harder, but yeah, I would obviously. I'm looking forward to meeting up with Tina. You know, so many people. There's so many people to meet up with and to you know, and it's just hard. Life is hard. You live in different places. You have different schedules, have different availabilities. Um, I, you know, it's different because I only have the oh, you're retiring in November. Okay. Well, I will definitely um that would definitely be easier. Hopefully before then though. But if not, you know, I will definitely enjoy meeting up with you whenever. Sooner than later. Sooner than later. Sooner than later. So thank you everyone for watching. I meant to end this a few minutes ago. I just saw that my friends at the Hitchhiking Bones, Dawn and Will, just went live. I just got their notification. So head over to the Hitchhiking Bones. Tell them that the turkey leg stir says gobble gobble and hello. And yes. So if you haven't, bop the like button. If you're watching on the replay, let me know in the comments. And take care. Have a gobble-tastic night. And remember, you are the magic.